Welcome back. I'm gonna try and finish this thing up today. There's quite a bit of work to do. There's a little pinch here, but I think it'll be okay. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna try and attempt to do the pull rotor again. First time the wires were frayed. I cut them to unfray them so I can stick them through where I needed to. And they ended up being too short. So I had to buy, I bought a set from Gator RC, which one of the ends of one of these looked frayed. And I bought 15 feet from Dubro. And it came with all this other stuff, but all I really need is a wire because I'm gonna use all the other included stuff that came with it. So, start off with the pull. Let me take this right here, which I guess you can't see right now. I'll show you later. Let me see if I can show you. This ignition switch, I had to put it way back here because there's no other place built in to do it. If you look right there, right here, that's about the only slot there is. There's an opposite. On this side right here is the same thing but smaller, which is perfect for this switch. To put it up here, I would have looked like to put it. These are way too long to put it. That's servo size, that's also too big. If I would have cut this right here, the holes would have been a problem, so I couldn't have put it there, although maybe I could have shifted it over this way. Now that I think about it, I probably could have shifted it over, but I didn't think of it before now, so too late for that. So anyway, I got it way over there. Unfortunately, right here is where I'm going to put the on-off switch. I bought a giant freaking drill to drill it there, so it looks neater at least. I'm going to attempt to build and install a choke throttle, a choke rod. I have to cut the canopy, which really shouldn't take that long. But once I put the once we do the pull, build the choke and put it in probably right here. Cut the canopy. I got one fairing left to show you all how to do. I did this one off camera because I was in a hurry and trying to make progress or something. I'll show you all how I did that one anyway. It'll be done and ready to main, I think. Oh, I gotta put all the electronics in. I put this piece in here because it's, a bunch of holes. And just wanted a flat, even surface. Bought this at Hobby Lobby. Screwed in, except for this corner over here. That's CA'd because it wouldn't stay down. Hopefully that's not a problem. So that's where we're at. One of the videos I saw said to do this here because outside, it's easier to work outside than inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and first make sure this is centered and then go ahead and attempt that part of the pull, see how it goes. Switch is right here. Negative down. Battery. Oops. Rudder is channel 4. Negative on these Spectrum wires is the brown one. So on Savix, the negative is the gray wire. Okay. So there, it's centered. These cross. Apparently there's some debate about which is the best way to do that. I have no clue. Whoops. Something bad happened there. Can you see that? Can you see the fray? Well, whatever, that's there. So that's that. Let's go with Dubro's wire. I'm gonna try Dubro's, most of Dubro's stuff anyway. Well, not most of it, but some of it. None of this stuff I'm gonna use. Let's tape the rudder straight, which you can't see because it's off camera, but I'm gonna do that right now. You can kind of see the rudder there. So it's centered there. Got a long piece of tape. Keep it centered here. Now, this is the first one I ever do. So if you guys know how to do this better, please say so in the comments or whatever, because I could definitely learn and not struggle. So this is like this. Whew, unwound. So let's get an idea of how much we need and add quite a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and run it through where it's supposed to be. I'm gonna cut an extra, probably 8 inches at least. So pull it back out and grab a second one and do the same thing. I'm thinking, although this Dubro one seems to be holding together well, as opposed to the other ones, that if you take this, or the other ones that don't have, these seem to have a plastic covering, so keeping it together, which is worth its price all on its own. But the other ones, if you dip the tip in with some wax in a candle, it might hold it together. Something I would try if this one wasn't coated. Okay. So these are my 2 pieces here. It feels like I have enough to do this, mess it up twice. Which I hope is I hope I don't mess it up at all. But if I'm going to, I hope I have enough to mess it up twice. Okay. So you want one of these. Actually, first you want one of these shrink wraps, heat shrinks things. Then you want a crushed bushing. So I'm going to take this out. I just temporarily put that there. so I don't lose it. So, okay. Stick it through the hole. Stick it through the bushing. Loop it around again. Take whatever you need to do that. Well, I guess don't take whatever you need, but you know. But you'll eat up your space pretty quick. Or your extra wire. There you go, you see? There's that top one. Okay. So you want to make this hole small as quickly as possible, or as small as possible, if I remember how to do that. So you pull this loop, make it bigger, and pull the thing. Pull the loop, move this forward. About a 1/4 inch. Tighten your, oh, it moved. See, that's not what we want. Tell you the truth, I want this backwards. Let me see. I want to waste as little as the string as possible, so let's see if I can. Oh, wrong way. I gotta make this smaller. No, that's going the wrong way. All right, I'm gonna redo all this because I want to try and waste as little as possible. So bring it back forward. Bring it back, make it smaller again. Here, just completely take it out. All right, so it's gone in through the hole. Again. Make a loop and put it back through the hole. There you go. I gotta tighten this somehow. This does not seem to be. Pull it to where it's tight. All right, so that's done. Crush it. Leave about a 1/4 inch. All right, so that's done. Okay. So again, we need this. So we can, this lock washer, whatever this is called, or bushing, lock bushing. Go through here, through the little hole. Again, we're going to do like the other one. Try and make it, actually this one is, this one. Here I actually have to adjust it. Which is what I was trying to do before outside. Okay, so I guess luckily for me I got plenty of room. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and do this, kind of put it in. I'm gonna go ahead and mount the back one so I know where to, how taut to make this. Not quite the way I planned on doing it, but it's the way it's happening. These are 2.5 millimeters, so I'm gonna tighten it down. Because these are Dubro, they're standard. 30 seconds. You can't see what I'm doing, but what I'm doing is putting in the bolt into the rudder. So the adjustable on here. I got it on the second part of the 4 holes for the rudder. I have it on the second one. All right, got that nice and tight. All right, so I'm gonna have to cut this to kind of about here. I gotta tell you, this Dubro wire is a lot easier to deal with than the one that came with this plane. So we need this. This. We're going to need the rubber. There was a piece of rubber over here, well, whatever, that's fine. Nope, that's the wrong order. I need the rubber and then the crush too. Okay, so because this is this way, we want this to be horizontal, left to right. See, everything for me is a challenge. All right, so now we're gonna put this out of the way. So here we thankfully have space, and it's fairly taut. Put it through the hole. Make another loop. All right. Shut up. All right, so there's that. Move this forward. So I got about a 1/4 inch. See if I can pull this through. And move, you see? Pull it forward. Oh, it slacked up on me. Whoops. That wasn't good, whatever the hell that was. All right, when you do this, remember to try and keep it taut, which is not what I did. There. And you are fairly centered, okay. All right, so that's through. So now crush it. I'm not crazy about the way it is, but if I gotta redo it, I'll redo it. That's crushed. Cut. All right, so we'll try it on this side. We're gonna do the outside, well, we're gonna do the inside first. And then, here, let's see if I can get you to see in here while I work there. So, we'll try and get you to watch me do this part. While we'll do the outside later. Okay, so we got this. Gotta remember we gotta go inside here, under here. I actually have longer bolts for this with lock nuts on the bottom that I'll use, but all right, so we want the rubber piece first with the brass lock tubing thing. Brass tubing. Well, the rubber thing, the tube, the surface, the control horn. And on this side, as long as our rudder's straight, so we're gonna pull it through. Here we want to waste as little space as possible. That part's fine. We're going to pull it through again. Can you see? Even if you can't see it, it's going through. Hasn't come out yet, but. Okay. This is about as tight as I can get it. There it goes. Crush. Okay. You can get it to fold back forward. Come back over it. That'd be good. So, there you go. This side is mounted. I'm gonna make them tight now, but I'm gonna undo them here in a minute. So I can put longer bolts and heat shrink those things. Okay. So now we're gonna go to the outside. All right. So here we got to do it in reverse. This is the one out here. Let's kind of put it in the second hole here.